Alright, I believe we are good and ready to go. Hey everyone, Ragnamuna here. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Gran Turismo 2. Last time we did the Suzuki events, and now we're going to Honda, and oh my god. Whew, these guys have a lot. These guys have a lot. Though thankfully, we're only doing 4 events today. Because we have the NSX. Alright. So, for whatever reason, you actually can't buy an NSX at Honda, because I've tried. I have had no NSXs spawn. However, if you go to the Acura dealership and buy its NSX, for whatever reason, they let you compete. So we're going to use Kurt's Acura NSX here. Okay, Rome Circuit full, I can accept that. It's probably going to be a bit faster of a car. And then I'm going to show you a little bit of a, not a cheat, but a little nifty trick to kind of save on how many cars to buy. Yeah, that's an NSX, all right. But we're basically racing a racing class NSX without being a racing class NSX, so any tricks from racing the Castrol NSX, I'll have the experience of, so there you go. In short, this thing's going to have absolute crap handling, I'm sure. I wonder if this is a 6-speed. I do know that this race is probably going to be a bit harder just because... So I'll probably have to play try-hard here to rather serious time to make sure that I win this with little difficulty. But this is the only time we ever have to race the NSX, so huzzah. So yeah, just as a heads up, after I finish off the manufacturer events, that's when I'm going to go back through all my videos, and in the comment section of any videos, post some cars that you would like to see. If they've been shown off in the, obviously in any of these manufacturer races, then there's some show off there. I can do one more race to kind of show off just a little more about it, if you'd like. But any other unique cars that are either prize cars or they're just cars that you can buy or have to win anywhere else, I will work my ass off to get them into my game, and then do an episode where I show off the random event generator, and that's how I'll race them. If that sounds good to you guys, anyways. Don't forget I also have arcade mode to show them off as well. So if I decide not to use the event generator, or I use the event generator but also want to do some arcade mode goodness, then there you go. Which, to be fair, arcade mode isn't that long, because you can literally set the race to 1-lap races on every one of the tracks within a Scudo and just sweep through it. Because it's free. It's a busted game if you got simulation mode experience under your belt. Like, my fully tuned Lancer could probably take each and every one of those events. So there you go. Okay, we're doing good on that. Come on. Oop. Alright, we're good. Just don't look back, and yep, victory. Hooray, NSX! Actually didn't spin out for once. I don't know why, I just prefer the type S0. Ooh. But alright, that's the NSX done. Huzzah! Next up, I believe, is the Civic. Let me see here. Yep, the Civic race. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Alright, let me go to there. Alright, Civic Type R. And it's a forward-wheel drive. I'm probably going to spin out a lot in this one. Now, contrary to popular belief, we're actually going to start at the Type R meeting because our Civic, as highlighted, said Civic Type R. So for whatever reason, we can enter both the Type R meeting and both of these Civic races. Pretty cool, huh? And that's the whole reason why you do a little bit of research there, just because you could say, oh, Seattle Full isn't terrible. I guess. As long as I don't spin out anyways. Nah, who am I kidding? This is no Laguna Seca or Grand Valley. And listen to that engine. Oh, goody, we're in reverse, too. I'll have to be careful because the Type Rs that are being used there, I have no idea if they have better speed and whatnot than the Type R that I know of. So this might be a very tough race. Shit, they're keeping up with me pretty well. This might pose a problem. Yeah, this calls for serious time. Excuse me a bit. Oh shit. Hooray for using barriers. I should have tuned this to about an 8, give or take. I'm still trying to find, like, the perfect way to do that particular turn. Oh man, the wind's blowing and it's cold as hell. I love it. I'm also having chest pains right now. I don't know why. I don't get them frequently, just every... No, I just don't get them frequently, so... Might be a sign. Brake here, turn, there we go. Brake here. And we are clear. Okay, series time over. Huzzah, victory. What the hell was I talking about? I was talking about something. Don't you guys hate it when you lose your train of thought? So look, there's even an Acura, too. I would laugh if there was like an Acura Civic or something. But yeah, that little theme of where I purposely picked certain cars to race multiple circuits, or rather just multiple manufacturer events. That's also apparent in, I believe, Nissan. I'll check that out, though, when I get to it. But now we can do the Civic race. Look at that rainbow-colored Civic. Looks like Jolly Ranchers are its sponsor. That looks so much like a NASCAR decal. Oh, now we're in Seattle Short. That'll do. I should have probably tuned it down. Oh, well. I'm gonna reverse again, good God. Theme of Honda, put everything in reverse. And again, I suppose that's what happens when I drive a Type R. No, that was a terrible joke. That wasn't even a joke, that was like a pun. It's even worse. And now the same turns as before. Yeah, I kind of ran out of things to talk about today. I hate when I do. I hate when that happens, because it's like, oh no, the sound of no commentary. And again, half the people in the world are like, boo, commentary shucks, it ruins the gameplay videos. And I can agree to it to a certain extent. I mean, to me, I'm just a random jackass on the internet doing this for a hobby. If this mic ever goes out, like if it breaks and I'm unable to commentate on anything, I will indeed probably continue to play video games and just record myself doing it as like my off time. Because I can still do some form of editing, no problem. So that just means it'll be a lot harder if there's like content ID'd music that gets like content ID'd or something. Just because the commentary sort of helps, you know, distinguish that your video is different than just listening to the song. At least that's how most of it works. Have you guys noticed that in the world, that just in the wide world of today, we have been getting tighter and tighter on censorship laws? I mean, look at TV in the 90s. We had scenes where in Rocko's Modern Life, he'd be picking berries, he'd grab one, and you'd hear the squeal of a bear. Like, I didn't know what that was back then, but when I learned, I laughed my ass off. That was hilarious. Covert dirty too. Let's go yellow, because that just seems to be the classic Honda color for me. Nowadays, though, it's like we have to have like the cleanest language. We got to have like nothing showing, just censorship after censorship, and it spreads to games too. Like, a lot of games are safer than they really need to be. We're fine. I'm not gonna, you know, white knight and say, oh, older is better, nothing beats the old days. That's just the way that that's just the way our mind develops, you know? Are we in reverse again? No, we're not. I was about to say. We're on a long track again. Son of a bitch. That's a good Civic racing paint job, though. One behind us. Oh, I think there's the Jolly Rancher one behind us. I'll have to check it out in the replay. I raced this track for 50 laps on my PS2, just to see if I could get the Rally Lancer in. Spoiler alert, I didn't. I got the damn Cerbera. That's an hour of my time I'll never get back. I'll eventually do it again, just because I really do want to see if I can get the Lancer 6 rally car on camera. Well, not on camera, but just on the physical hardware. It'll feel really good, man. Apparently, you can only get the Denso Supra from the sub 295 race. The lowest horsepower marathon. That's like 30 laps, but it's like it'll feel like it'll take 2 minutes a lap. There's a glitch in 1.0 though, where a stock Ford GT with no horsepower upgrades would actually be able to get into those races. The 295 one. And if that happened, you can kiss your ass goodbye, because you're not beating it. But yeah. And this headache's actually getting pretty big. I'm probably going to go lay down after this. Add a little bit of reverb to this, and you can probably get a pretty decent Need for Speed Underground 1 engine sound. Probably tuned this thing a little too loosely, but we still pulled out a good victory. Looks like carbon fiber hood. Maybe it is, who knows. Look at that, 3-door sedan. Alright, let's see. Where is our candy-colored one? That looks so bad. There it is. There's our Jolly Rancher car right there. Hilarious. Let's see what the other paint jobs are like. Okay, that looks pretty bad. There's a sedan, there's me. There's a rip-off right there. Okay, we're done seeing a replay, but there you go, Jolly Rancher Civic right there. That's what it looks like. Or not even Jolly Ranchers, but like, who remembers Lifesavers? Or the gummy candy that got representation in Croc 2, the Gummy Savers. No joke, I saw people that were really into Croc 2 back in the day that actually carried around all 3 colors of the Gummy Savers in that game just because they thought it would help them. And not because of the taste. Alright, we have the Beat and S2000 left. What time are we at? 18 minutes. The Beat and the S2000. Yeah, I'll do the Beat, and then I'm going to call it a day, because the S2000 has a racing class as well. Okie dokie. Beat the Beat. Alright, thank you. Thank you for having me a short course. I'll tune myself to like a 7. This thing is like stupidly slow too, as far as I know. There's no speed on this thing. This looks like a freaking micro machine too. Look how small this thing is. Come on, tell me this is not a micro machine. And sure enough, I even picked the player 1 color, yellow. Doo-doom, doom, ba-doom, boom. dun, dun, dun. I actually remember renting the first Micro Machines game on Genesis, and I remember it kicking my ass. Plus the game company that makes it, Codemasters. Does that not sound like the most generic business-style game developer name in existence? Codemasters. That sounds like a freaking computer company that's trying to develop video games and selling them for a high price. Thinking, okay, this is the standard of excellence? I don't know, it just sounds pretentious to me. Granted, I like Micro Machines, so yeah. Actually, in the 2nd grade, I remember, we were actually given, I believe we were given, no, we were given Matchbox, never mind, I thought we were given Micro Machines. I remember I got a freaking boat, a Matchbox boat. I was hoping we got like freaking Hot Wheels instead. I remember that was like all the rage. Hot Wheels, Micro Machines, Matchbox. Like they were the warring triad of kids' vehicles. Whoa. You guys remember those 9-volt battery powered RC cars as well? I remember my brother had one. Then I got one of my own, and mine was a police vehicle. There we go, that's a victory. So, yeah, so I have good memories with some cars. There we are. See, just look how little that thing looks in comparison to all the other great cars. Ugh. Alright, though. Well, I'm going to go and save my game legitimately, because I ran out of save states. And with that being said, next time we meet, we're going to continue on with the manufacturer events with the Subaru, and it looks like, with the S2000, and Subaru looks like it only has 3 events, so that'll be that part ready to go. And then afterwards is Nissan, followed by Mazda. Did I really put... Oh, okay. I thought that I put 6 cars there by mistake. Tommy Chiara only has 1, so that's a really quick one. But then you got Mitsubishi and Toyota. Of course it'd be Toyota. But I'll have to go by what I bought instead of what's actually on my list here. So, that being said, thanks guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Cheers.